Okay, it's on now. 여러분 안녕하세요. Hi everyone. Happy New Year. It's a New Year's Eve in Korea right now. It's December 31st. Wow, I'm just so I can't believe that 2023 has gone by this quickly. Wow. We're all aging. We're all aging. But I hope you are having a wonderful New Year's Eve holiday. And 여러분 안녕하세요. 들어오세요. Welcome, welcome. 그리고 탈리아님 즐거운 연말 보내시고 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 2024년에는 좋은 일만 가득하길 바랍니다. 행복한 삶을 살면 좋겠습니다. 탈리아의 모든 사랑으로. Oh, this is such a beautiful New Year's Eve message. 감사합니다. 핑님도 오셨군요. 안녕하세요, 비키쌤. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 마지막 날에 쌤을 다시 만나서 기뻐요. Yes, it's such a pleasure to meet you guys, to have this class with you on New Year's Eve. 좋습니다. 여러분 모두 안녕하세요. Okay, so did you all check the worksheet, the reading worksheet that I posted on my website? I linked it to you guys in the community post, right? I'm not sure how many of you guys actually solve the questions and check the answers, but if you did that, that would be really helpful. If you check the questions out in advance, that would be helpful, but it's not entirely necessary because we're gonna go through some of the reading questions here. 오케이. 오웬님은 이미 다 했어요. 오, 그럴 줄 알았어요. 왠지 오웬님은 다 했을 것 같았어요. I knew you would. I don't know, for some reason. Because you're diligent. You're very diligent. 그리고 오늘 날씨가 너무 좋아요. 아, 그래요? 티슈님, where are you from? In Korea, 한국에는 날씨가 지금 너무 흐려요. I'm not sure. It's probably just the region I live, but it's kind of cloudy here. So the overall atmosphere today is a little dark and gloomy in Korea right now, at least the place I live. But 그래도 괜찮아요. 안녕하세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Alright, 그러면 여러분 한번 시작을 해볼게요. So we will start from number 31 to 42 for the first part. And then we're going to move on to number 43 and onward. So from number 31 and 42, these 12 questions contain essential Korean vocabularies for beginners. So if you are, starting out, if you're a low beginner and would like to build your Korean word bank, then studying with these 12 questions would be a very practical and enjoyable way to expand your vocabulary. You can either use the official tests that you can download from the TOPIK website, or you can always buy the books for the TOPIK mock test. So either way works. And let's start from number 31, guys. Number 31. So it's all about finding the keyword. Finding the keyword. So what is this passage talking about? 사과가 맛있습니다. 바나나도 맛있습니다. These two words, if you know these two words, you can easily find the answer. 사과 is apple, banana is banana. They're talking about fruits. So what is the word for fruit among these four choices? And first of all, 날씨 means weather. We just talked about the weather, right? 날씨에 대해서 얘기했는데 날씨 means weather. 과일, fruit. So the answer is number 2. You can easily find answer is number 2. 직업 means job. 나이 means age. So all of these words that I circled, that I highlighted here, are essential words that would be very helpful if you memorize. 그리고 number 32, it's all, like I said, it's all about finding the keyword. Oh, guys, I forgot to add 맛있다. 여기서 일단은 맛 means flavor. And 있다 always has to do with something existing. You have something or something exists, so there is. So it's like saying there is flavor, so it's delicious. It's very savory. 맛있다. So the sentence is saying apple is delicious. Banana, 도, as well. It's a particle that means as well. 도 맛있습니다 is also delicious. Moving on to the next one. Let's find a keyword. 가게. Usually the keywords are in the noun. You can find the hint from the nouns, but in some questions you can find a hint from the verb. So it all depends on the question. But for number 34, let's focus on the noun. 가게 means store. It could mean store that sells anything. It could be any store, any kind of store we call 가게. 모자 is a hat or a cap. 가다 means to go. 가다, to go. 사다, from 삽니다. 사다, 가다. 가다 means to go. 사다 means to buy. So, what are they talking about, guys? Are they talking about shopping? Are they talking about 공부, study? Are they talking about 이름, name? Or are they talking about food? They are talking about, 그렇죠. 쇼핑에 대해서 얘기하고 있어요. They're talking about buying something, right? In the store. So it has to be shopping. 그리고 let's move on to the next one. 7월에는 수업이 없습니다. 일단은 let's focus on the noun first, guys. Let's find the keyword. 일단은 수업 means class. So right now we're having 수업. Right now we're having a live 수업, live class. 그리고 학교 means school. So these two sentences have something to do with school settings, right? So what is the word that have to do with school setting among these four? 나는 계절 means season, as in the four seasons, winter, summer, fall, spring. 그리고 방학은요. 방학 is the combination of this character and this character. So this is a Chinese-based Sino-Korean word. And this 방 means release. This 학 means study. So literally, you're saying you're released from studying. So it's a school vacation period. 방학 is usually used for school, not for like work vacation. Vacation that you take from work. It's not that. It's only for school. So 방학 means school vacation. School vacation. 그리고 여행 is travel. 위치 is also a good word. 위치 means location or position. 그러면 the only word that has to do with school setting is 방학. So you can select your answer like this, but if you want to be, a more precise reader, then let's break it down. 7월 is the 7th month, right? Which is July. July에는 in July 수업이 class 없다. We just learned that 있다 means existing. Something is there or I have it. It's all about existence. And its antonym, the word with opposite meaning, is 없다. Meaning there is no, it's non-existent. I don't have it. So 없다 means there is no. So in July, there is no class. 수업이 없어요. 그리고 학교에 안 is an adverb that's attached before a verb to mean not. So 가다, we learn it means to go. So 학교에 to school, not go. So they're talking about school vacation for sure. 그다음에 let's move on to number 34. Number 34. 영화를 일단은 여기서는 it's about this from question 34 to 39 is about filling in the blank with the correct most natural word, whether that be a verb, noun, adverb. It depends on the question. So let's start from number 34. 영화 is movie, right? Movie. 영화를. So what do you do with movie? What verb do you do with movie? Do you 보다? Do you watch it? Do you 자다? Do you sleep? Do you sleep a movie? Or do you 보내다? Do you spend time or send the movie? Or do you 마시다, drink the movie? 영화를 여기서는 그렇죠. The only natural verb is watch. So it's number 1. 영화를 보다. 그리고 정말, really, 재미 means fun. We learned that 있다 means something is there, something exists, right? So when you say 재미있다, it literally means there is fun. So it's fun. It's very interesting. So it's really fun. 정말 재미있습니다. And as you have probably noticed, TOPIK test, most TOPIK tests have sentences that end in 습니다, 비읍습니다, because it's an official test and they would like to keep it sort of formal. So 비읍습니다, this is the ending that doesn't really have a meaning on its own. It's just a way of ending a sentence in a formal way. 습니다. 정말 재미있습니다. 그러면 let's move on to number 35. 한국 코리아 가수 is a singer. 좋아하다 means to like. 좋아하다, to like. So Korean singer, object marker, 좋아하다, you like Korean singer. And so 매일 everyday Korea something를 듣습니다. 듣다 means to listen. So what would you listen? Would you listen to 편지? Would you listen to 편지, which means letter? Would you listen to 노래, which is song or music? Would you listen to 전화, which is a phone or a phone call? Or would you listen to 시계, which means clock or watch? What would you listen? You would listen to, 그렇죠, 노래를 듣겠죠. 노래 is the only thing you can listen among these four. Well, you can actually listen to somebody's phone call, but that's a little creepy. So number 2 is the answer. 그 다음에 next one, 36번. 저는 I am 선생님, 저는 teacher. 선생님입니다. am, right? I, teacher, am. I'm a teacher. And 학교에서, school, in. So at school, in school, 학교에서. 학생들, 학생 means student. And when you add 들 after a person noun, it makes the noun into a plural form. So 학생들 is like saying student, student. 학교에서 학생들을 what? What do you teach? What do you do to students? Do you read it? Do you 읽다? Do you read it? Do you 입다? Do you wear them? Do you wear your students? Or do you 가르치다? Do you teach your students? Or do you 물어보다 students? To ask. What is the job of a teacher? It's 가르치다, for sure, right? 가르칩니다. So that's why it's number 3. 가르칩니다. 가르칩니다. So like I said, guys, number 31 to 42 is all about basic, essential vocabularies. So it would be very, very helpful to memorize all the basic, essential vocabularies in Korean. 그다음에 let's move on to number 37. 저는 요즘 means these days blank. Okay. 시간이 없습니다. 시간 means time. 없다, we learned, means non-existent. It's not there. So she's like saying time is not there. Like, I don't have time. So usually a person who doesn't have time would be 작다. Would they be small? Would they be 바쁘다? Busy? Would they be 무겁다? Heavy? Or would they be 조용하다? Quiet? What would they be? Someone who doesn't have time would be 그렇죠. 바쁘다. Busy입니다. Busy. 그 다음에 number 38. Let's move on to number 38. 저는 김민수 씨를 모릅니다. So 김민수 is a name of a person, and you can know that by this title 씨. 씨 is a title that you put after a person's name to call them politely. You just don't want to call them 김민수 alone because that would sound a little, rude, especially towards someone that you don't know. So always put 김민수 씨를 모릅니다. 모르다 means to not know. Not know. 그리고 내일 tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay. 내일 blank 만나다. Meet. You meet him tomorrow. 처음 for the first time. Or you usually meet him tomorrow. Or you meet him the most tomorrow. Or you always meet him tomorrow. Which would sound the most natural? 그렇죠. 처음이죠. 처음 for the first time because you don't know this guy. And so you're meeting him for the first time tomorrow, right? If you have already met him, you wouldn't say you don't know him, right? So it's for the first time, 처음. 다음에 number 39. 저는 볼펜. 볼펜은요. ballpoint pen. ballpoint pen이 없습니다. 없대요. I don't have it. I don't have a ballpoint pen. 연필 means pencil. But as for 연필, 있습니다. 있다 means there is. So I have a pencil. I have a pencil. So 저는 볼펜이 없습니다. I don't have a ballpoint pen. 연필, 일단은 을 is not the correct answer because 없다 and 있다 verb does not follow 을을 object marker. It only follows 이가 subject marker or sometimes 에 to mark the location. 그래서 을은 안 됩니다. 그러면 how about number 2? Number 2 means only. It's a particle that means only. So you said you don't have a ballpoint pen. You only have a pencil. Okay, this would actually sound very natural. Let's look at the rest of the two. 연필도 있습니다. 도 means also. But putting also wouldn't make sense because the person said she doesn't have a ballpoint pen, but she does have this. So these two are contrasting. So you wouldn't say also in this context. So number 3 is incorrect. 그 다음에 로. So 로 has various meanings, but in the context of topic like to use these two usages. First of all, with, as in using the tool. So if you say like 연필로 써요, it means you write with the pencil, as in write using the pencil. So that's the first usage of 로. And the second usage is direction. So basically, it marks the place where you're headed to. 그 다음에 another common usage is marking the choice, what you choose. It can also mark the noun that you choose. 근데 일단은 in topic test, these two are the most commonly presented usages. So it's number 2 for 39. 그 다음에 this is not pre-recorded. All right, so number 40. Let's move on to number 40. So it says, select what is 맞지 않다. 맞지 않다. 일단은 맞지 않다. Could it also be 도? 근데 BBY님, 연필도 아니에요. 도는 안 돼요. Could it also be 도? Because 저는 볼펜이 없습니다. If you say 저는 볼펜이 있습니다, and then 연필도 있습니다, that would fit the context because you have ballpoint pen and you also have 연필. But in this context, it's contrasting. So you cannot really say 도 here. That would sound, a little bit off the context. 그 다음에, so number 40 is 맞지 않다. 맞지 않다 means 맞다 means to be correct. 맞지 않다 means to be incorrect. So select the incorrect choice. 일단 봅시다. Number 40. Okay, so let's start from number 1. 우유 means milk. milk입니다 is. It is milk. Yes, we can see that this is milk. And it also says here, it is milk here. So, it's not correct. I mean, it is correct, but the point is you have to find the incorrect answer. So this is not the answer. 그 다음에 1,000원입니다. Won is the Korean currency. Korean currency. It's romanized as won. I'm sure you've heard of won. So 1,000원 means it's 1,000 won. And it literally says here, it's 1,000원. So it is 1,000원. Oh, 잠깐만. Thank you for the super chat. 저기님. 프로젝터님. 그 다음에 1,000원. So 1,000원 is correct. So this is not the answer. 딸기 맛. We learned that 맛 means flavor, right? In the word 맛있다. So 딸기 맛입니다. 딸기 means strawberry. 맛 is flavor. So strawberry flavor it is. Yes, it literally has strawberry drawing here. Like it's making it easier for you to opt out incorrect answer. So this is correct. So it's not the answer. And it literally says here 딸기 strawberry. 그 다음에 8월까지 팝니다. 8월까지. Let's look at the date expiration date here. It says till. 까지 means until. Till. It's marking the end of the time period. So it's till. How do you say? It's best before, basically. It's best before 2022 July, the 7th month, July 20th. But 8월 is 8th, the 8th month, which is August. So this is incorrect. You have to say 7월까지 팝니다 for it to be the correct answer. 그 다음에 moving on to the next one. This is also selecting 맞지 않는 거. Incorrect choice. 일단 봅시다. 방이 많습니다. Let's look at this flyer here. 방 means room. 있다 means there is. Okay, there's a room. 방 있습니다. Oh, let's see what kind of room they have. 한국대학교 앞. All right, 대학교 means university. 앞 means front. So you can guess that it's located in front of the university. 방 하나. 하나 means one. So there's only one room. 그 다음에 큰 부엌. 크다 means to be big, right? So 크다 plus modifier form 니은. Big 부엌. Big kitchen. 그 다음에 깨끗하다 means it's an adjective, that means to be clean. So 깨끗하다 plus modifier form 니은. Clean 화장실 means a bathroom. All right, so let's see. 방이 많습니다. 방, room. 많다 means to be many. So there are many rooms. But I just read that there's only one room, 방 하나. So, this is so easy. From the first one, they have the incorrect answer. So this was very easy to find. 방이 많습니다 is the incorrect one. Let's look at the rest. 부엌이 큽니다. Yes, it says it has big kitchen. 화장실이 있습니다. Yes, they said they have clean bathroom. So that's a bathroom. There is a bathroom. 대학교에서 가깝습니다. 가깝다 means to be close, as in distance. 그래서 it's close to the university. Yes, it's basically right in front of 대학교. So it's close. 그렇기 때문에 the incorrect answer is number 1. 그 다음에 the last one among these 12 questions. Sumi. This is Sumi's Instagram. Sumi posted a picture of her in 제주 공항. 일단은요, 제주도. TOPIK really likes 제주도. So you have to be aware of this region, this island. 제주도 is Jeju Island. It's a really famous island in Korea, but I'm sure some of you may not have heard of it. Jeju is Jeju Island, so 제주 공항. So basically, she's in an airport, 공항, in Jeju Island. We can see that from her picture. And Sumi, in her caption, she says, 저는 지금 제주도예요. 여기서 literally she's saying, as for me, 지금, right now, 제주도, Jeju Island, 예요. 일단은 예요, we learned that it means is, right? So literally she's saying, I, right now, am Jeju Island. So this might sound like she is equating herself with Jeju Island, but sometimes 제주도예요, when you say 저는 place예요. 저는 place예요. It means you're at that place. It doesn't mean you are that place. It means you are at that place. So this is interchangeably used with place. 에 있어요, which is a more grammatically correct way of saying you are located there. Your current location is there. But in casual conversation, in casual spoken Korean, we also say it like this. So if you want to say you're at school right now, you can say 저는 학교에 있어요. But you can also say 저는 학교에요. You can also say like that. So right now I'm at my home, so I can say 저는 집이에요. 저는 집이에요. It doesn't mean I am a house. It means I'm at a house. 그래서 일단 보겠습니다. 그러면 수미 씨는 제주도예요. 여기 here 날씨 means weather. 정말 좋아요. 정말 really 좋아. Good. Weather is really good here. And Minhee says, 와, 저도, me as well. 가다, go 싶어. I want to, right? I want to go as well. Sumi says, 네, okay. 우리, we, 다음에, next time, 같이, together, 오다, 와요, come. So basically, let's come next time together. 그러면 일단은 what would be the incorrect choice, guys? 수미 씨는 공항에 왔습니다. She has come to the airport. Well, based on what she posted, yes, she is in 공항. She posted a picture that she took right in front of it. So, okay. This sounds okay. 수미 씨는 제주도에 있습니다. Yes, she's literally in 제주 공항. Where else could it be? Where else would that airport be? She is in 제주도. 지금 제주도는 날씨가 좋습니다. Right now, 날씨 좋다고 했죠. She literally said that in her caption. 여기 날씨 정말 좋아요. It's so good. The weather is so good. 그 다음에 민희 씨는, Minhee is her friend who left a comment on her post. 수미 씨와 with 수미 together 있습니다. Is. They are together basically. But are they? No, they're not, because she said she wants to go and Sumi says we can come together next time, which means they're not together right now. 그래서 number 4 is the answer. 좋아요. 그러면 okay, before we move on to number 43, I have a little gift for you guys. You can consider it my New Year's gift. But so I have all the vocabularies we have just learned organized in the quiz set. So you can, kind of review with this cards, with this set. And I will post a link in the description box after class. 그리고 I also have another gift which I will reveal after class. So this is the first gift. So the second gift has something to do with the next questions. So it would be kind of a review material that you guys could use for reviewing. 일단은, all right, so let's start from number 43 to 70, but we cannot do every single question. We will only do 13 among these questions. And maybe in the later part, I will arrange a question session where you guys can ask me about, some of the questions that you got wrong and why the answer is that. Maybe I will answer when we get to our question Q&A session. But for now, let's solve the 13 questions that I brought for the next part. So it starts from number 43, guys, number 43. So starting from number 43, we'll start by reading the sentences in the original Korean order, original Korean word order. And as you read on, you can rely on like the particles or where the word is placed to understand their roles in the sentence. And I'll be providing the English meaning of each word above each word. Like, for example, I will say like, 저는, I, 요리, cooking, well, 잘 못합니다, not good, like this. So I'll be providing the English meaning. But here's the thing, guys. Try not to let that get in the way of your continuous reading. And what I mean by that is avoid translating the whole sentence into your head. Translating the whole sentence into your native language in your head, okay? Instead, try to understand it as you read each element in the given order, okay? It's continuous reading, forward reading. Do not look back. Do not translate. That's the point of this class. And that's also a way you guys can develop your reading skills and reading speed. All right. 그러면 let's do number 43. So like I said, let's do the continuous reading. Let's go. 저는 I, 요리, cooking. 잘 못하다 means you're not very good at it. Not very good. 잘 못하다. So 못하다 itself means you're bad at something, you're poor at something. But by adding 잘 못하다, you're kind of softening it out. So you're not very good at it. You don't want to say you're very bad at it, but you want to say you're not very good at it. So 저는 요리를 잘 못합니다. So 읍니다 is a sentence ending, guys. I'm sure you guys know this by now. 그래서 so 음식을 food or meal 보통 usually 사 먹습니다. 사 먹습니다. So 사 먹습니다. If we dissect it grammatically, it's actually the combination of the verbs 사다 plus 어서 and then 먹다. Then 먹다. So it literally means you buy it and then you eat it. But normally we tend to remove the 서 part and just say the verb. The 서 part here. 서 part here and just say 사, this verb conjugated in present tense, and then the next verb. So 사 먹다 is a very common word that is used when you want to say you didn't cook at home, but you got the food from outside. You bought the food from outside. Either you took the food out, either you get a takeout, or you dined out at a restaurant. 그래서 사 먹다 means that. 그래서 음식을 보통 buy and eat. 사 먹습니다. 오늘, today. 저녁 means evening or dinner. But which one would it mean would be determined by the context. 집, house, 근처, nearby, 식당, restaurant, 에서, in. So they're saying in the restaurant. So this 저녁 means dinner, not evening. So 오늘 저녁은 house, nearby, restaurant에서, 집 근처, 식당에서 불고기 is the name of the 고기, name of the meat. 불고기를 먹다, to eat, 을 거야, will eat. 좋아요. 그러면 let's do it one by one. 저는 요리를 잘 못합니다. I'm not very good at cooking. 그래서 so 음식을 보통 사 먹습니다. I usually buy food. I don't make it at home. 오늘 저녁은, as for today's dinner, 집 근처 식당에서 at a restaurant nearby my house, 불고기를 먹을 겁니다. I will eat 불고기. 그러면 what would be the correct answer, guys? 일단은 1번 맞을까요, 여러분? 1번. 저는 I, 요리, cooking, 자주, often, 합니다. Do. I cook often? No, she says, I'm not very good at cooking, so she usually eats outside. So she doesn't cook very much. 그 다음에 number 2. 집 근처 house nearby 에 place marker 식당이 없습니다. 식당이 없다. There is no restaurant nearby my house, but she just had dinner. I mean, she says she will eat dinner at a nearby restaurant. So this is contradictory. 저는 I 오늘 today 불고기 먹을 겁니다. I will eat 불고기. Yes, this was the correct answer. 그 다음에 저는 I 오늘 today 집에서 at home 저녁 dinner 먹습니다. No, she says she's going to the restaurant. So this is number 3. 그 다음에 let's move on to number 44. All right, so let's continue the forward reading, the continuous reading without translation, right? So let's do it. Let's go. 어제, yesterday, 친구가, friend, 잠깐만요, let me use a smaller pen. All right, friend, 친구가 한국, Korea에 오다, come to Korea. So it's conjugated in past tense. So came. 오늘, today, 우리 집, our house or my house, 놀러 올 겁니다. So, guys, words like 사 먹다 and 놀러 오다, we can dissect it grammatically because it's a grammatical term. I mean, it consists of grammatical elements, but they're so commonly used that it's more recommended to just memorize this word as a whole, as a chunk, rather than, memorizing the dissected grammatical elements. So 사 먹다 means to like buy food outside, get food outside, and 놀러 오다 means to come hang out. 놀러 오다. So if you want the dissected version, 놀다 means to hang out or to play. 러 is a suffix that is used to mark the intention. And usually, the moving verb follows. Verbs like going, coming back follow. So 오다 means to come. So it literally means to come to hang out. So 놀러 오다, come to a place to hang out. 놀러 오다. So that's what it means. 놀러 올 겁니다. My friend will 놀러 오다 to my house. 그다음에 저는 I 집 is the house and it's an object in a sentence. 깨끗하게 청소했습니다. 깨끗하다 means to be clean. We learned this when we were doing 깨끗한 화장실, right? Clean bathroom. 깨끗하다 means to be clean. So by adding 게, it literally means cleanly. So it's an adverb. So in a clean way, very cleanly. 청소하다 is a verb that means to be clean. Sorry guys, I should have written to be clean for 깨끗하다. And 청소하다 is a verb that means to clean. So it's a past tense, as you can see from the 쌍시읒 here. 청소했습니다. So 어제 친구가 한국에 왔습니다. My friend came to Korea yesterday. 오늘 우리 집에 놀러 올 겁니다. He will come to my house, come hang out at my house today. 저는 집을 깨끗하게 청소했습니다. I cleaned my house in a very clean way. So what would be the correct answer, guys? First one, 저는 친구 집에 갈 겁니다. Friend's house. Will go. No, it's the other way around. My friend is coming to my house. 저는 오늘, today, 친구를, friend, 만나다, to meet. I'm meeting my friend today. Yes, wherever they're meeting, they are eventually meeting, right? Because the friend is coming to my house, they're eventually meeting. So, yes, 저는 오늘 친구를 만납니다. There's nothing wrong with this sentence. 그리고 친구가 오늘 한국에 왔습니다. Friend, today, Korea, to Korea, came. No, it's not 오늘, it's 어제. It's yesterday, so this is not correct. 친구하고 with a friend, with my friend. House, clean, well. I will clean my house today with a friend. No, she already cleaned it for his friend's visit. They're not going to clean the house together. That's actually not, a nice manner to treat your visitor, to treat your guest, right? To let them clean your house. So, sorry. This is not the correct answer. It's number 2. 그 다음에 number 45. Let's move on to number 45. 명동 is this district in Seoul. So 명동에서 in 명동 약속. So 약속은요. 약속 has 2 meanings. It means promise, like a pinky promise. 그리고 its second meaning is plan, as in plan to meet somebody or to hang out with somebody. So it's kind of like an appointment. Appointment sounds like a rather too formal of a word. So, but it could be appointment with anyone. It could be your friends. It could be anyone. So, 약속이 있었습니다. So when we say 약속이 있다, there is 약속. It usually means there is a plan, as in you have a plan to meet somebody. When it's used in the context of promising, it's usually used as a verb, 약속하다. 약속하다, to promise. Or we will learn this verb in this class later on. But 약속을 지키다, which means to keep a promise. But here in this context, 약속 means plan. So 약속이 있다, there is, I have, or I had a plan because it's conjugated in past tense. In Myeongdong, I had a plan. So basically, I had a plan to meet somebody at Myeongdong today. In Myeongdong today, 저는 집에서 일찍 early 나왔다 came out. So you came out early from the house. This 집에서 would mean from. From the house, I left early. So basically, I left early, but 차가 많아서 car 많다, many. So 길, road, 막히다, blocked. So 길이 막히다 literally means the road is blocked, and it means the traffic is congested. Congested. 그래서, so, 약속 장소, plan place, literally, right? 약속 장소. So 약속 장소 is a place where you agreed to meet the other person. So 약속 장소에 to the place that we're supposed to meet. 늦게, late, 도착했다, arrived. Alright, so let's do a quick translation. 명동에서 약속이 있었습니다. I had a plan to meet somebody at 명동. 저는 집에서 일찍 나왔지만 I left home early, but 차가 많아서 there were many cars, so the road was congested. 길이 막혔습니다. 그래서, so, 약속 장소에, to the place where I was supposed to meet him, late, arrived. I arrived late. Basically, you were late to the meeting. 그러면 what would be the correct one, guys? 저는 명동에 명동 못 갔습니다. 못 means can't or unable to. So 못 갔습니다. You were unable to go to 명동. Yes, she did manage to go there, but she was late. It was just that she was late. It does not mean she didn't make it. So number 1 is wrong. 길에, road, on the road. 차, car, 많다, many, 지 않다, not many. Well, she said the road is basically congested. That's why she's late. So this is not true. 저는 약속 시간에 늦었습니다. So I'm sure you guys can guess what 약속 시간 means, right? Plan time. So it's like saying the time they were supposed to meet. The agreed time they were going to meet. 에 늦었습니다. 늦다 means to be late. And as you might have guessed it, 늦게 is an adverb that comes from the adjective 늦다. So by adding 게, it changes into an adverb that means late. So 저는 약속 시간에 늦었습니다. Yes, she did arrive late. Number 3 and number 4. 저는 집에서 from home 늦게 late 출발했습니다. 출발하다 means to depart. So basically you left late from home, but she said she left early, but it's just that there was a traffic jam, right? That's why she was late. So it's not true that she left late. She left on time. 좋아요. 그 다음에 let's move on to the next one, guys. The next one. 제 동생은 my 동생 is younger sibling. My younger sibling 빵 bread 잘 well 만듭니다. 만들다. Since this is a real ending verb when it's combined with 비읍습니다, it follows the irregular verb. So if it follows the regular rule, it would be 만들습니다 because 들 ends in 받침. But since it's an irregular verb, it follows 비읍니다 rule where you have to replace the original 리을 받침 with 비읍 and then 니다. So 제 동생은 빵을 잘 well make. 그리고 동생이 my brother, my younger sibling 만들다 to make. So when 만들다 is when the verb is with 니은 받침, you can guess that it's verb's modifier form. So it modifies the following noun, 빵, bread. So basically this part is about what kind of bread it is, right? So 빵, that 동생이 만들다, 빵, that my brother makes, my younger sibling makes, 아주 맛있다, very delicious. 저도, me as well, 빵, bread, 만들다, make. There's 는 here, it's definitely a modifier that modifies 방법. 방법 means method or way. So method, basically, of making the bread. 여기서 this 는 방법 is very practical noun phrase, guys. So verb 는 방법, like we learned, literally means way or method to verb, right? Method of verb ing. And basically, you can think of it as a noun phrase, how to verb. So if you want to say, teach me how to cook. Teach me how to cook. How to cook. How would you say how to cook, guys? How to cook. You can just put the verb cook, 요리하다, and then put it with 는 방법. 요리하는 방법. How to cook. Please teach me. 요리하는 방법 가르쳐줘. Or you could say, teach me how to memorize words. Teach me how to memorize words. You can say, 단어 or 단어를 외우다 means to memorize. 단어를 외우는 방법. 단어를 외우는 방법. I want to know. I want to know how to memorize words. You can say it like this. So this is a very useful, noun phrase to know. 는 방법. 그렇죠. 요리하는 방법 가르쳐 주세요. In a politer form. 좋습니다. 그래서 요리하는 방법을 배우고 싶습니다. 배우다, learn. 고 싶다, want to. 그러면 the final translation would be 제 동생은 빵을 잘 만듭니다. My brother makes bread well. 동생이 만든 빵은 the bread that my brother makes 아주 맛있습니다. Very delicious. 저도 me as well, I as well. 빵 만드는 방법 how to make bread 배우고 싶습니다. I want to learn how to make bread. 그러면 what would be the correct one, guys? 저는 빵집에서 빵집 하면, can you guys guess what 빵집 would mean? It literally means bread house. bread house as in bakery. 그래서 집's primary meaning is home or house, but many times it also refers to stores or restaurants. 집. 그래서 if you say 맛집, it literally means like taste house, right? Flavor house. And it refers to a restaurant that sells really good food. 맛집. 그래서 아무튼 빵집 means bakery, place they sell bread. 에서 in the bakery 일하다, to work, 고 싶다. I want to work at a bakery. She says nothing about this, right? She just wants to say she just says she wants to learn how to make bread. So number 1 is wrong. 저는 맛있는 빵을 사고 싶습니다. Delicious bread, want to. 사고 싶습니다. Well, she doesn't really say anything about buying a food, more so making bread. So number 2 is incorrect. How about 저는 동생, younger sibling, 에게, to younger sibling, bread를 주다, give, 고 싶습니다. I want to give bread to my younger sibling. No, he already knows how to make his own bread himself. Why would he want to give him the bread, right? Number 4, 저는 맛있는 빵, delicious bread, 만들고 싶습니다. There you go. 만들다, make, want to. I want to make good bread. So it's number 4. 좋아요. 그 다음에 let's move on to number 47, guys. So, 잠깐만요. I forgot to tell you guys, sorry. From number 46 to 48, it's about selecting the main idea. Main idea. But I guess it wouldn't be such a problem to try to select the correct choice based on the text. So either way, it works. Either main idea or correct one. 다음에, let's move on to number 47. Let's do forward reading first, guys. Forward reading. 저는 바다에서, 바다 means sea, ocean, in the sea, 수영하다, swim, 는 것, nominalization, so swimming basically, 수영하는 것을 좋아합니다. I like. 여름에는 summer, in summer. 여름에는 수영, swim, 하다, 수영하다, to swim, in order to, it's marking your intention, right? 수영을 하러, swim, in order to, 바다에, to the ocean, to the sea, 자주, often, 갑니다, go. 빨리, quickly, or soon. 여름이 오다, summer comes. Quickly summer comes. 면 좋겠습니다. I hope. That would be nice, as in I hope. So, if we translate it, 저는 바다에서 수영하는 것을 좋아합니다. I like swimming in the ocean. 여름에는 in the summer 수영을 하러 바다에 자주 갑니다. To swim, I go to the sea often. 빨리 여름이 오면 좋겠습니다. I hope summer comes soon. 그러면 what would be the main idea here, guys? 저는 여름을 summer 제일 the most 좋아하다 like. So I like summer the most. Well, she doesn't really say anything about her favorite season, so nope. How about 저는 수영을 잘하면 좋겠습니다. 수영을 잘하다. If you say you 잘하다 something, it means you're good at that something. So 수영 means swimming. So 수영을 잘하다 means you're good at swimming. 좋겠습니다. This is what you hope. I hope I was good at swimming. Well, she kind of already is because she likes swimming. And if you can't swim, there's no reason to like it, right? So this is kind of contradictory. How about 저는 여름 바다 summer sea에 가보고 싶습니다. So 가보다 to go, 고 싶다. You want to go to the summer sea. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This might be correct, but the reason why this sentence is wrong is actually in this verb, 가보다, guys. 가보다. So 가보다가요, if you break this word down, 가보다, it's a combination of the verb 가다 and the auxiliary verb, 보다, which has various meanings, but its primary meaning is to try verb. And so 가다 plus 보다 literally means to try and go. And when it's used with 가다, it's usually used when you haven't been to somewhere and you want to try going. So 가보다, especially when it's used with 가보고 싶다, it means going to a place where you have never been before. 그래서 저는 여름 바다에 가보고 싶습니다 is like saying you would like to visit the summer sea, but you haven't been there your entire life. But that is not true because she says she often goes swimming to the ocean in the summer. So number 3 is incorrect. 그리고 저는 빨리 means quickly or soon 바다에서 수영하고 싶습니다. Swim, want to. I want to swim in the ocean as soon as possible. Yes, that's what she wished, right? 그렇기 때문에 it's number 4. 그 다음에 I think this may be okay. This may be the last question of finding the main idea. Let's go. Let's do forward reading. Let's do continuous reading. 옷장에 closet, in the closet. 옷이 clothes. 너무 too much. 많습니다. Too many. 너무 많습니다. 그래서 옷장에서 closet. 옷을 찾다. 찾다 means to find. Find clothes. So since 에서 follows the verb 찾다, is followed by the verb 찾다, it likely means from. So 옷장에서 from closet, 옷을 찾기, finding clothes, 힘듭니다. 여기서 힘들다가요. It's a combination of 힘들다 plus 비읍습니다. And as we learned when we're doing the combination of 만들다 and 습니다, when it comes to real ending verbs like 힘들다, 만들다, they follow irregular verbs. So when they're combined, it becomes 힘듭니다. Not 힘들습니다, right? 힘듭니다. 그리고요, I actually would like to break this word down, 힘들다, guys, because it's quite useful. 들다 verb is quite useful. 페이지 추가. 일단 들다가요. 힘이 들다 is actually a combination of the word 힘 and 들다. 힘 means energy or strength. 들다 means take, as in it requires this. It takes this. So 들다 can also be used with 시간 as well. If you want to say something takes a lot of time, something requires a lot of time, you can say 시간이 들다. You can also say 돈이 들다 if it requires a lot of money, if it takes a lot of money to do something. You can also say 뭐 노력이 들다 if it takes some effort, some hard work to do something. 들다. 그래서 so 힘들다 literally means something takes your energy. It requires your energy and strength. So it usually describes, quite tough, challenging tasks. It can also be used when you're like going through a hard time, physically, either physically or emotionally. Then you can say, 요즘 너무 힘들어요. 힘들어요. Or you can also say, 한국어 공부가 힘들어요. I find studying Korean tough. 하지만 포기하지 않을 거예요. But you will never give up. 그런 식으로 쓸 수 있고. And the thing about 시간 is that you can also say 걸리다. Either you say 시간이 들다 or 시간이 걸리다. Both mean it takes time. But 걸리다 cannot be used for other nouns. It can only be used with 시간 to mean it takes something. 그래서 alright, so 그래서 옷장에서 옷을 찾기가 힘듭니다. So it's quite challenging. It's tough to find clothes from the closet. 내일은 tomorrow, as for tomorrow. 옷장, closet을 정리하다 means to tidy something up, to organize. So let's do the translation. 옷장에 옷이 너무 많습니다. There are many clothes in the closet. So 옷장에서 옷을 찾기가 힘듭니다. It's hard to find clothes from the closet. 내일은 tomorrow 옷장을 정리할 겁니다. I will tidy up the closet. 그러면 what would be the correct answer, guys? 저는 옷장, closet, 더, more, 필요하다. So 필요하다가요. 이것도 it means need, but a more accurate literal translation would be to be needed, as in to be necessary. 그래서 it always follows noun 이가 verb, noun 이가 particle, not 을을 object marker. So when you say noun 이 or 가 필요하다, it literally means noun is needed, as in noun is necessary. So basically, as for me, closet, more closet is needed. I need more closet. But no, she doesn't really say anything about, having more closet, right? So this is not the correct answer. How about 저는 옷을 많이 찾을 겁니다. I will 많이 찾다. 많이 means a lot. 찾다, I told you guys, it means to find or to look for. I will look for a lot of clothes. Well, this is kind of far from the main idea, right? It's not the main idea. The main idea was more she's going to tidy it up because it's hard to find the clothes. She really has to have it organized. 다음에 저는 옷을 정리하려고 합니다. 옷을 정리하려고 합니다. 여기서 려고 합니다. If you say verb 으려고 하다, it's another form of future tense, guys. You can think of it as another form of future tense. So it literally means, not literally, but its primary meaning is to be going to verb, as in I'm gonna verb, or to be about to verb. So it's usually used for expressing the action that you're gonna do in the near future or even immediate future. 그래서 if you say 정리하려고 합니다, it's like saying I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tidy up. I will. I'm about to tidy up. 그래서 well, that is true. That's what she says she's gonna do tomorrow, which is the immediate future, the near future. So number 3 is correct. 그리고 저는 내일 옷을 사려고 합니다. 여러분, 그러면 사려고 합니다. 무슨 뜻일까요? 사려고 합니다. 사려고 합니다. 무슨 뜻일까요? 사다, to buy, 려고 하다, you're gonna, right? So you're gonna buy clothes tomorrow, but she doesn't really say anything about buying clothes. So number 4 is not correct. Intend to buy. This is more This is more literal, very literal translation of 려고 하다. 려고 하다, you can more take it as a future tense. You're gonna do it. 려고 해요. 하려고 해요. 려고 해요. 려고. 그리고 in spoken conversation, in spoken form, 하다 is usually removed. So you can just say like, 나 뭐 시장에 가려고, or 시장에 가려고요. This delivers the same meaning as 시장에 가려고 해요. 가려고 해요. I'm gonna go to the market. All right. 그 다음에 let's move on to longer text, guys. Longer text. All right. So let's start from number 49 to 50, guys. Number 49 to 50. And this time as well, we're gonna do a forward reading. But maybe to save time, I might give you the immediate translation, translation immediately after each sentence. I don't know. Let's see what works. So 저는 유치원 선생님입니다. 유치원 means kindergarten. Kindergarten. And 선생님 means teacher. Let's write it with a smaller pen. 입니다 means you are equal to that, right? I am a kindergarten teacher. 저는 유치원 선생님입니다. 아이들, I means kid. 아이들 is a plural form of kid, so kids as in children. 아이들을 좋아해. I love them. I like them. So, 유치원, kindergarten, 선생님, teacher, 이 되다, become, 이 되었습니다, became. I became a kindergarten teacher. 유치원에는, in the kindergarten, 아이들, kids이 많다, are many. There are many kids. So, 일이, work, 조금, a little, 힘들다. We learned this, right? It's a little tiring. It's a little challenging, tough. 힘듭니다. 또 is like saying and, as in additionally, like furthermore. Additionally, on top of that, 집에, to home, 늦게, late, 가다, go, 는 날. So immediately upon seeing 는 attached after a verb, you have to instantly know that this is a modifier form of verb. So it modifies the following noun. So 날 means day. So 집에 늦게 가는 날. What would this mean, guys? 집에 늦게 가는 날. 집에 늦게 가는 날. 무슨 뜻일까요? What kind of day is 집에 늦게 가는 날? A day when 집에 늦게 가다. I go home late, right? 집에 늦게 가는 날. 또 as well. 많습니다. Many. Basically, there are even many days where I go home late, right? And then there should be the sentence connector. So this question is about selecting the most natural sentence connector. But we'll get to this part after we're done with the last sentence. 아이들이, kids, children, 정말, really, 귀엽고, cute, cool, and 예뻐, pretty. So, 저는 제 일을 좋아합니다. 제 일, my work, like. I like my work. And the reason being, kids are so cute and pretty. 그러면, what would be the correct sentence connector, guys? Would it be 그러면, which means then, as in if, then. So the previous sentence is the condition, and the following sentence is the result. So would it be then, or 하지만, but, or 그래서, so, or 그리고. 그렇죠, 여러분. To, but 맞아요. 왜냐하면 she talks about the challenging parts of her job in the previous section, in the previous part, but she continues to say that she likes it despite that. So these two have contrasting elements, right? 그렇기 때문에 but이 맞습니다. 그리고 let's select the correct one according to the passage. 일단은 저는 아이들이 좋습니다. It literally means kids are good, but then the subject is I. In this case, it means you like. You have a good feelings about children as in you like the children. So if you say noun, 이가 좋다, it could mean noun is good, as in 날씨가 좋다. That means the weather is good, right? But it also means you have a good feeling about noun, as in you like noun. And so, yeah, she basically says she likes kids, right? That's the reason why she loves her job. So yes, this is the correct answer. This was so easy, right? I feel like, I feel so thankful whenever a question has an answer in number one, because I don't have to read the rest of the choices, right? So that could really alleviate some of the energy absorbing process. But 네, 아무튼 today we're learning. So let's check out the rest of the choices too, right? Too, guys. So 저는 보통 일찍, 보통 usually, normally, usually, early. 집, house, home. 에 가다, to go. I usually go home early. No, she says she goes to work late. She goes home, she comes back home late. There are many days when she comes back home late. So it's not what happens normally. 그 다음에 유치원 일은 유치원 일. Kindergarten work 힘들다. challenging지 않다. It's not challenging. Well, she said it is challenging, right? She literally said it's a bit challenging. So number 3도 아니고 유치원에는 in the kindergarten children이 많다. Many children. There are many children. 지 않다. There aren't many children. But she said there are many children. So that's what makes her job a little arduous. But so this is not the correct answer. The correct answer is number 1. 그 다음에 I would still read all 4. Okay, 맞아요. Because there could always be, a trick question. That's actually wise. Unless you're like 120% certain, I think it would be wise to read all 4. 네, 좋습니다. 그 다음에 let's move on to number 53 to 54. 봅시다. 저는 감기에 걸리다. 감기 means cold. 감기에 걸리다 means to catch a cold. Catch a cold. So, 오늘, today, 학교에, to school, unable to, 갔습니다. I was unable to go to school today because I caught a cold. 병원에, to the hospital. 병원 means hospital. 이게요. 병이 bottle이란 뜻도 있고 illness란 뜻도 있어요, 여러분. illness, disease. 병원에 가다. go to the hospital. 고 싶다. want to. 싶었지만 wanted to. I wanted to go to the hospital. 지만 but 한국어를 잘 못해서 this is the second time we have 잘 못해서 in the text. 사랑해요. 저도 사랑해요, 디나님. 한국어를 잘 못해서 한국어를 잘 못하다 means you are not very good at 한국어, which means Korean language. I'm not very good at Korean, so 그냥 I just 기숙사 dormitory 에 있다. I was at there. I stayed there. 있었습니다. Past tense. I just stayed in the dormitory. 그때가요. It means that time. That time. It can also mean while. As in, while you were doing the previous sentence, the next thing happened. The next sentence happened. So while I was in the dormitory, basically, 그때 친구가 friend 기숙사 dormitory에 왔어요. 에 와서 she came and 와서 and then 와서 저를 데리고 병원에 갔습니다. She went to the hospital. 저를 데리고. 여기서 데리고가 좀 중요해서 데리고 is a little, I mean not a little, but it is quite practical word. So let's make a separate space for it. So if you say person 을 데리고 and then a verb, it basically means you went along with that person, as in you took that person to do verb. 그래서 you can say like 딸을 데리고 뭐 유치원에 갔어요. This would mean along with my daughter, I went to the kindergarten. So basically you took her to the kindergarten. 딸을 데리고. And you can also put the pet noun, the animal noun, a living creature. Like Keith님 said, bring a living thing. 그렇죠. 그래서 그때 친구가 와서 저를 데리고 she took me to the hospital. She's so nice. 기숙사로 blank. 일단은 we don't know what this 로's usage is yet, but if you look at the choices here, guys, all 4 choices have 돌아오다, which literally means to turn and come. So it means to come back. 그러면은 if you come back dormitory, you come back to dormitory, right? So this 로 most likely means direction. It most likely points to direction. So 기숙사로 something, 친구가 밥도 사주었습니다. 사주다 is also a very commonly used verb. So without dissecting it grammatically, you guys can just remember it. 사주다. 아이고. 사다 means to buy. It's usually for buying something for yourself. But if you say 사주다, literally it means you buy it and then give to someone else. So it's always for buying for someone else. Buying something for someone else. So if you want to say like, oh, I'll treat you to dinner tonight, you can say 뭐 저녁 사줄게. Not 저녁 살게. If you say 저녁 살게, it delivers a very 저녁 살게도 맞나? 내가 저녁 살게. 오케이. 저녁 살게도 괜찮긴 해요. 저녁 살게 is also okay. But if you want to deliver more but usually in a context where you are not buying something for yourself, but for someone else, not reluctantly, but very, very willingly, you're buying something for someone else, you should be saying 사주다. 그래서 친구가, my friend, 밥 means cooked rice. Its primary meaning is cooked rice, but it's normally used for meal, as in breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So 친구가 밥도 사줬대요. Oh, she even bought me a meal. She even treated me to like dinner or lunch. 그 다음에 정말 고마웠습니다. Really? 고마워. 여러분, you guys all know what 고마워, right? 고마워 is thank you. So 고맙다 means to be thankful. So it's like saying, oh, 정말, I felt really thankful. 정말 고마웠습니다. 그러면 which word would be the most natural in the blank, in 기억 blank, guys, in 기억 blank. 기숙사로 돌아오지만 you came back to the dormitory, but your friend treated you to lunch. Or 돌아오려면, this 려면, if you break it down literally, guys, 려면 it means page 추가. 아이고. Verb 으려면 it literally means if you intend to verb. If you intend to verb. So usually the following sentence is an imperative sentence telling you what to do. If your intention is to do this, you must do this. You should do this. You do this. That kind of sentence should appear. But if you look at the next sentence, it's not an imperative sentence. So we can very easily just remove it. 그 다음에 돌아오지 말고. 돌아오지 말고. 여기서 지 말고 verb 지 말다 is a negation of the noun. So I'm sure you guys have heard of 하지마 many times, numerous times when watching Korean drama, right? 하지마. It means don't, 지마, do it. Don't do it. So 지마 is the present tense conjugation of 지 말다 verb. So 지 말다 means not. And when you use it with 말고, it usually indicates while you're in this state, while not doing verb. 잠깐만. 미안해요. What am I saying? I got it mixed up with something else that I prepared in the next passage. Sorry, guys. verb 지 말고는 미안해요. 다시 설명할게요. I will explain it one more time. If you say verb 지 말고 and then something, this is usually used in context where you tell the other person not to do verb, but instead do the next thing. 그래서 if I want to say to you guys, don't give up and continue to study Korean. So I'm basically telling you guys not to do another verb and instead do the next thing, right? In that case, I could tell you guys, 포기하지 마. 포기하다 means to give up. 포기하지 말고 계속. I could say like 힘내세요. 계속 힘내세요. Continuously 힘내다, cheer up. So you could use it in that kind of context. 그렇죠. Literally, you could also say this. 포기하지 말고 한국어 계속 공부하세요. 이것도 아주 좋은 문장입니다. Alright, so 근데 여기서는 in this sentence, it's not in that context, right? You're not really telling someone not to do something and do something else. So number 3, we can also remove it. 그 다음에 how about 돌아오기 전에. Verb 기 전에. I think I have to open a new page. If you say verb 기 전에, what would this mean, guys? 요 전 is also a Sino-Korean word that means before. 그렇기 때문에 it literally means before doing verb. Before doing verb. 그렇기 때문에 돌아오기 전에 means before coming back. 그러면 여러분, what would be the correct one in Kieu? Would it be 돌아오지만 or 돌아오기 전에? 어떤 게 더 자연스러울까요? Which one would be more natural? 여러분의 answer 기다려. 그렇죠. 4번입니다. 4번. 기숙사로 돌아오기 전에 before coming back to the dormitory, my friend treated me to a meal. She's such a nice friend. So, number 4 is the answer. 그러면 let's select the correct one according to the passage, guys. According to the passage, what is correct? 저는 today 밥을 못 먹었다. I was unable to eat meal. Is it true? 아니요. 친구가 밥을 사줬어요. 친구가 밥을 사줬어요. 그래서 정답이 아니에요. It's not the correct answer. 그러면 how about 저는 오늘 친구하고 with a friend 친구하고 병원에 to hospital I went to the hospital with my friend. 이건 어때요, 여러분? How about this one, guys? 저는 오늘 친구하고 병원에 갔나요? Did she go to the hospital? Yes, she did. Because she basically, her friend took her to the hospital. 그래서 답은 2번입니다. 2번. 근데 이것도 사실 if you have understood the text 100% like relatively accurately, then we're 200% certain that number 2 is correct, right? So if you're 200% certain, then really just move on to the next question, guys. You know, when taking the actual test, because you really have to save time for the rest, right? You can always come back to it after you're done with all the questions. But today we're studying, so let's finish. Let's check out the rest as well. 저는 오늘 기숙사 방에 갔습니다. 오늘 친구의 기숙사 방에 갔습니다. I went to my friend's dormitory room. No, it's the other way around. 저는 오늘 학교에 가서 친구를 만났습니다. She didn't go to school today, right? Because she caught cold. So meeting anyone at school would be incorrect. 그다음에 Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for your concentration, your engagement with the class. All right. 그다음에 let's move on to number 57. So this is quite an interesting question that will feel like it's a game. It's kind of like, you know, crossword. It's kind of like puzzle. 보겠습니다. 다음을 순서에 맞게 배열한 것을 고르십시오. Originally there's 4 choices. There's 4 choices like saying 가라, 나다, or 라다, 나가, like that. But I removed it just so I could make it a little more challenging for you guys to solve. So we have no it's not a multiple choice question. I basically made it into 뭐라고 하지? 주관식 문제. The 주관식 문제 영어로 뭐라고 하지? I forgot. 아무튼, you can basically reassemble these sentences in the correct order, in the order that makes the flow of these sentences most natural. 그럼 보겠습니다. 다음을 순서에 맞게 배열한 것을 고르십시오. Let's assemble it in the correct order. Let's look at 가 first. 가. 채소 means vegetables. 채소가 싸대요. 싸다, cheap. 싸고, vegetables are cheap. And 좋다, it's good, 좋아서. So, 많이 샀습니다. I bought a lot of those, right? 그리고 나 지난 last 주말, last weekend, on last weekend, 채소, vegetable, 사러 is the intention suffix, right? In order to buy vegetables, market에 갔습니다. I went to the market. 다 아주머니가, 아주머니 refers to middle-aged women in their like 50s, 60s. It could be 30s, 40s too, depending on whether you have kids or not. But usually it's for middle-aged women. 아주머니가 주신, 그래서 주다 means to give. 주시다 would be an honorific of give. So basically, the lady, the middle-aged lady, gave, and this 주시다 has 니은 받침 in it. So you can see that this is a past tense modifier of verb. So basically it modifies the following noun. Tomato. Tomato, what kind of tomato is it? That the middle-aged woman gave me 때문에, because of, right? So because of the tomato given by the 아주머니, 기분, mood, 좋았습니다. Mood was good. I felt so good because of the tomato that the 아주머니 gave. 오웬님, I'm almost 아저씨? 진짜요? 오웬님 아저씨 아니에요. 오웬님, I think I remember your age. You're not 아저씨 at all. Don't worry. 아무튼 채소 가게 vegetable 가게, store. 아주머니 means middle-aged woman, right? 토마토를 하나 더, one more, gave. So basically, the 아주머니 in the vegetable store gave me one more tomato. One more tomato. 그럼 뭘까요? 뭘까요? 일단은, what would come first? So providing something that provides background of place and time would fit the first sentence, right? So 나 지난 주말에 채소를 사러 시장에 갔습니다. Last weekend, I went to the market to buy 채소. And the next sentences will be about what happened there. What happened in the market. 그러면 how about the next one? Next one. 일단은 채소가 싸고 좋아서 많이 샀습니다. And then 채소 가게 아주머니가 토마토 하나를 더 주셨습니다. This order would be most natural because she says here 하나 더. So on top of what she bought, she was given one more free tomato, right? So that's what makes the flow more natural. So ka has to come first and then la. So she bought many vegetables, and on top of that, 아주머니 gave me a complimentary tomato. And then 그것 때문에 because of that 기분이 좋았습니다. I felt great. 그래서 that would be the last sentence. 좋습니다. 그러면 let's move on to number 61 to 62. I think this is our last passage. 일단은 보겠습니다. 저는 오랫동안 여기서 오래가요. It's a noun that means a long time. And it's also an adverb that means for a long time. And when you mean for a long time, it can also be interchangeably used with 오랫동안. So 오래 means long time. 아이고. Let's use a more, lighter color. 오래. 동안 is for, right? As in duration. So basically, it literally means for a long time. So you can either say 오래 or 오랫동안 to mean for a long time. So 오랫동안, for a long time, 다니다, and then there's 니은 받침. This is a past tense modifier. You can quickly grasp that. So 다니다는요, it has a lot of usages, guys. Actually, I'm currently making a video on 다니다's usages. So you guys, to learn more details about 다니다, you guys can check that video. I think it'll be up tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But the primary meaning of 다니다, the primary things that 다니다 indicates is that you go there, you go there frequently or regularly. To go somewhere frequent on a regular basis. On a regular basis. So a place other than home. You cannot use 다니다 with home because home is a place you live. 살다 rather than 다니다. But 다니다 is used for places where it could be wherever you go on a regular basis. And most commonly it's used with what school you go to. 학교. Or it could be your 직장, workplace. Because when you are a student, you have to go to classes, right? In school. So you cannot but 다니다. You cannot but go there on a regular basis. And for your work as well. You have to make a living. You have to go to your workplace because you wrote the contract, right? You have to go there regularly. So 다니다 refers to that. 다니다 has that kind of usage, and 다니다 can also be used in the context of traveling. So if you say 여행 다니다, it could mean you travel around often, or it could mean within a limited like within a limited extended period of time, you travel around various places. So it can also be used for 여행 as well. Anyways, 저는 오랫동안 다닌 회사. So 회사 means a company. So company that I 다니다, that I went, as in you worked, right? It indicates that you worked there. That I worked for a long time. 오랫동안 다닌 회사를 그만두었대요. 그만두다 means to quit. To quit. So you quit. She quit the company that she worked for a very long time, for a long time. 내년 means next year. 부터 means from, as in you mark the start of the time period. So starting from next year, 내년부터는 다른 회사에서 다른 means different. It could also mean other. So other company에서, in another company, 일할 겁니다. I will work for another company, for a different company, starting from next year. 그때 we learn it means that time, as in then. 까지, until, right? So until then, 그때까지, until then. 시간이 생겨서, 시간이 생겼대요. 시간이 생기다. 여러분, 생기다가요. 시간이 생기다. 생기다 is also a very commonly used verb. What 생기다 implies is that you used to not have this noun, but now you do. So 생기다 from 생 actually means birth. So it wasn't there before, it wasn't born yet, or it wasn't there before, but now there is. So if you say 시간이 생기다, it means now you have time. Time appeared, literally. You used to not have time, but now you do. 그렇죠. Free time appeared. 맞아요. 시간이 생기다. Free time appeared. 맞아요. It's literally that. So 시간이 생겨서 I have more free time. So 지금은 right now 해외가요. 이게 해 means ocean, sea. Ocean, sea. 해. 외 means outside. 그래서 it literally means outside the ocean, as in overseas. So 해외 여행 means overseas traveling. 하고 있습니다. I'm traveling abroad, basically. 해외 여행을 하고 있습니다. 그리고 자유롭게 여행하고 싶어서, 자유롭다 means to be free, and by adding K, it becomes an adverb. Freely 여행하다, travel. 고 싶어, I want to travel freely. So blank 여기저기 가고 싶은 곳을 다니고 있습니다. 일단 여기 literally means here, 저기 means there. So it literally means here and there, as in various places. 여기저기, various places. 가고 싶다, want to go. 싶은 곳 means place. 근데 여러분 혹시 기억나요? Do you guys remember that 장소, both 장소 and 곳 means place? 둘 다 이제 맞는데 the difference, both mean place, but the difference is that 곳 cannot be used independently. So you cannot say like 곳이 어디야? Where's the place? 곳이 어디야? You cannot say that. You can say 장소가 어디야? But you cannot say 곳이 어디야. It has to be used with what kind of place. So there has to be a modifier. 뭐뭐 하는 곳. 예를 들어서 내가 매일 공부하는 곳. 내가 매일 공부하는 곳 would mean 곳, the place that I study every day. 곳은 도서관이야. It's a library. 이런 식으로 쓸 수 있어요. 맞아요. 오원님, 대도 있어요. 맞아요. 대 has a similar nature with 곳. 대 can not be used independently either. Just like 곧. 좋습니다. 그래서 내가 매일 공부하는 대는 이라고 해도 되죠. 대 플러스 topic marker는 대는 도서관이야. 그리고 여기저기 가고 싶은 곳을 다니고 있습니다. 여기 this 다니다 is used in the context of traveling, right? 그래서 so she is basically going around the places she wants to visit, various places she wants to visit because she wants to freely, and we have to select the correct answer that fits 기억 most naturally. So let's solve number 61 first, guys. 일단은 the hint is, you can get hint from this word 자유롭게, 자유롭게. So which of these four choices describe 자유롭게 the best? 일단 봅시다. 회사에서 일하고 you work in the company, but she said she already quit her job and she's not starting work until next year. So this is clearly the wrong answer. 그 다음에 장소를 못 바꾸고 place cannot change. You cannot change place. Well, that's not, in line. That's not aligned with 자유롭게. So this is not correct. How about 약속 시간을 지키고 여기서 지키다. 지키다 verb가 조금 중요해서 it's a little important. So let me 잠깐만요. So let me make separate space for it. 일단은 지키다가요. 지키다 has two primary meanings. First one is to protect. The second one is to keep, as in to follow, to observe, like rules, for example. 그래서 지키다 is most commonly used for 약속. 약속, we learned that it means promise. 약속을 지키다 means to keep a promise. If you say 규칙을 지키다, 규칙 means rule. So you basically follow the rule. 법 means law. 법을 지키다. Basically, you abide by the law. And 시간을 지키다. You can also say 시간을 지키다. And this would mean you keep the time. You keep the time as in you're punctual. You're on time. 여기서는 약속 시간을 지킨다고 했어요. So basically, you're being punctual. 약속 시간을 지키고. 근데 this is actually not related to the context in this sentence, so we can leave it out. 그 다음에 계획을 세우지 않고 봅시다. 계획 means plan, guys. Plan as in not social plan. It's not a social plan, but it's plan in general. It could be plan for studying, plan to travel, plan to whatever plan that you set for yourself is called 계획. Plan. 그리고 if you say 계획을 세우다 or 짜다, both mean to set a plan. To set a plan. Basically, to plan. 그래서 계획을 세우지 않고 means without setting a plan. So, 자유롭게, this aligns with 자유롭게, right? You want to be spontaneous. You really don't want to be bound by the itinerary, the routines, right? You would prefer more of a free, that spontaneous kind of travel. So, 계획을 세우지 않고 would fit the context the best. Number 4 is the answer. And before we solve 62, let's finish the last sentence. Let's erase some of the notes. 저에게는 for me, to me, 지금 이 시간, right now, this time. So this moment right now, this present moment, 정말 소중하고, 소중하다 means precious. 정말 소중하고, it's precious and 행복합니다. And happy. It's a very special and, happy moment for me. 자, 그럼 봅시다. Let's select the correct answer. 저는 여행사에서 일합니다. 잉? 너무 뜬금없네요. This is too out of the blue. 여행 means travel. 사 means company. So it means travel company as in travel agency. But she says nothing about the industry she works for, right? She just talks about the previous job she quit and she's not going to start work until next year. So we don't know anything about what kind of job she has. So this is not correct. 저는 내년부터 starting from next year 여행을 다닐 겁니다. She will travel around starting from next year. No, she is already traveling around, right? Because as you can see, it's written in present progressive. 고 있다, 하고 있다. 그리고 she says this moment is very precious and happy for her. So this means she's already traveling around. 저는 지금 새 회사에 다니고 있습니다. 새 회사, new company. She's working for a new company already. 아닙니다, right? 내년부터 다른 회사에서 일합니다. So this is not true. How about number 4? 저는 요즘 these days 행복한 시간 happy time 보내고 있습니다. 보내다 means to spend. So I am spending happy time these days. Yes, she is because she said this moment while she's traveling is very precious and happy. So number 4 is the correct answer. 그리고 as for 보내고, guys, 보내다 means to spend, but it only means to spend time, not your money, not anything else, only time and days. 그래서 means spend as in time. 그리고 it can also mean send. It could be sending anything. It could be sending, sending letters, packages, money even. So 보내다 means that. 그러면, so I told you guys I have a second gift for you guys, right? Which is the quiz that I made, the 20 questions that I made. So just like I said, you can find the quiz set for question 31 to 42, which I'll link in the description box or in the comment section. And here we go, the quiz. The quiz for the, what was the number? The quiz from the 13 questions that we have done from number 43 to 70. So we have learned many words. Do you guys remember? So I have organized these words in this set of quiz. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Ready 됐나요? I'm ready whenever you guys are. Let me take a sip of my green tea. 너무 좋아요. 너무 좋아. 여러분도 as a refresher, you guys can maybe drink some water and then we can start. 시작할까요? 시작합시다. Let's start. 시작합시다. 일단은 we're going to start from number 1. So I will stay in Korea until March. So until March, 3월, what guys? What? 3월 부터 or 까지 or 에. 잠깐만요. 핑님's facial expression is so cute. 괜찮아요, 여러분? Are you guys okay with starting now? Because I don't want to, I don't want to delay it any further. That's why I wanted to start it as quickly as possible. 그렇죠. 까지입니다. 까지. 한국에 3월 까지 있을 거예요. 부터 is marking the start of the time. So 부터 means starting from. So until, if you want to say until, it's 까지. Next one, select one incorrect pair of word and meaning. So one pair has incorrect meaning. Which one would that be? Would it be 유치원? Would it be 아이들? Would it be 기숙사? Or would it be 회사? 오, 핑님이 좀 빨랐네요. 핑님, 그렇죠. 3번이 아닙니다. 그러면 what does 기숙사 mean, guys? What does it mean? 기숙사 무슨 뜻일까요? Do you guys remember what 기숙사 meant? 맞아요. dormitory 맞아요. dormitory입니다. 그렇기 때문에 틀렸어요. 그리고 select one pair that is not antonyms, as in select one pair of words that do not have opposing meanings, contrasting meanings to one another. 잘못하다, 잘하다, that's the first one. 도착하다, 출발하다, that's the second one. 늦게, 일찍, that's the third one. 그리고 청소하다, 정리하다, that's the fourth one. 근데 그렇죠. fourth one이 they're not antonyms, guys. So 잘못하다 means you're not good at something. 잘하다 means you're good at something. So these are indeed antonyms. And as for 도착하다 and 출발하다, arriving and departing are antonyms for sure. 늦게, late. 일찍, early. Antonyms. But 청소하다 means to clean. 정리하다 means to tidy up. They do have, that cleaning nature to each verb. So they are synonyms. 다음에, how would you say your room is so clean? 방이 정말, is it 깨끗해, 청소해, or 소중해? Which one would be the correct one, guys? 맞아요. 깨끗해입니다. 깨끗해. 깨끗해요. 그리고 청소해 is a verb that means to clean something, to clean your room. But if you want to say adjective, like your room is clean, something is clean, 깨끗해 is the answer. And 소중해, the third one means to be precious. How would you say I caught a cold? 감기에 걸렸어요? 막혔어요? Or 바꿨어요? 맞아요. Number 1입니다. Number 1. 걸렸어요. 감기에 걸리다가 맞습니다. 걸렸어요. 맞아요. 걸렸어요. I caught a cold. 막혔어요 means it's blocked. 바꿨어요 means you changed it. 다음에 let's move on to the next one. This one's probably a little tricky, but select one verb that sounds unnatural when used with the noun 시간. So select a verb that's not used with 시간 normally. 어떤 게 가장 좀 unnatural 할까요? We have two different answers. Two different answers. 근데 정답은 사실 맞습니다. 4번이에요. 4번이 맞아요. 키스님도 4번. 왜냐면 시간이 생기다 means you now have more free time, right? You used to not have time, now you do. It implies that, right? 시간을 지키다 means you're punctual. You keep the time, right? 시간을 보내다 means you spend time. 시간이 들다 means it takes time, right? Something requires time. So 시간이 막히다, literally, if you have to translate it, it means the time is blocked. But unless you're like a time traveler, normally we don't really use it, right? 시간이 막히다, time is blocked. That doesn't make any sense, right? In our casual situations. So 시간이 막히다 is the unnatural one. Let's move on to number 7. I have to keep a promise I made with my friend. So keep a promise, 약속을 blank. 약속을 blank. 약속을 보내다, 지키다, or 생기다. 그렇죠. 약속을 지키다 맞습니다. 약속을 지키다. 지키다 means to follow, to observe, to keep, as in keeping promise, keeping time. And how about I took my cat to the vet. So in Korean, we don't say vet, we say animal hospital. So 동물병원 means animal hospital, as in the vet. 그러면 how would you say you took your cat? What is a word that indicates you took the cat, you took the 고양이? 그렇죠. 데리고죠. 데리고. 가지고 is only used for non-living things. It's used for objects. If you use it with a person noun or animal noun, it kind of sounds like you're treating them, like their object. So it's 가지고. It's 데리고. 그다음에 찾다 means to find, so it's not related. How about which sentence best expresses that you're a university student? So 대학교 means university. How would you say you're a which one would indicate or imply that you are a university student? 그렇죠. Number 9에 3입니다. 일단은 저는 대학교에 찾고 있어요. It doesn't really make any sense. It's grammatically incorrect and it's just not the right sentence. If you have to translate it, it means you're looking for something in the university, but for it to be correct, it has to be 대학교에서 찾고 있어요. But either way, it doesn't express that you're a university student. 저는 대학교에 가보고 있어요. It means you are going to the university, but 가보다, the nature of the verb 가보다 implies that it's your first time visiting that university. And so it doesn't really convey the meaning that you're a student there. But 다니다 does precisely that, right? When you say you 다니다 a place, it means you go there regularly. And when you're a student, you inevitably 다니다, the 학교, you inevitably go there regularly. So 저는 대학교에 다니고 있어요. Expresses that you are a university student. 다음에, so read the whole sentence, guys. And according to the context, select the most natural word in the blank. So I will give you guys some time to do it alone. I will be quiet for a while and give you some time to think about it. 빠르시네요. 오, 되게 빠르시네요. 그렇죠. 오래입니다. 오래. 한국에 오래. For a long time. 살아서. I lived in Korea for a long time. So, 한국어를 잘해요. So, I speak good Korean. 그래서 오래가 맞고 빨리 means quickly, 늦게 means late, 제일 means the most. And the most natural one is 오래. 그러면 이건 어때요? 이것도 I'll give you guys some time to select the correct answer by yourself. 여섯 개 맞췄어요. 좋아요. Good job, great job, 마피님. 그쵸. 3번이 맞습니다. 회사를 그만두다, we learned it means to quit. 고 나서 means after. So after quitting my job, the company, 시간이 많이, now I have more free time, unlike previously. The verb that implies exactly that is 생기다, right? 생기다. 시간이 많이 생겼어요. 좋아요. 그다음에 how about 저는 계획을 세우지 않고 blank에 여행 다니는 걸 좋아해요. Let me give you guys some time to do it on your own. 맞습니다. 네. 힘들다 means tiring, tough, right? But in the sentence here, 저는 계획을 세우지 않고, she says she likes 계획을 세우지 않다, not setting plans, and blank, going around. So if you don't set a plan, that means you want to freely go around anywhere you want to visit, right? And that's not 힘들다, tiring. That's not 소중하다, precious. It's more free, 자유롭다. So 자유롭게, freely. How about 길이 blank? 조금 늦었어요. 길이 blank, so I was a little late. 어떤 게 정답일까요? 맞습니다. 오웬님이 조금 빨랐네요. 오웬님. 길이 막혀서 조금 늦었어요. 길이 막히다 means there was a traffic jam. Literally, the road was blocked. There was a traffic jam, so I was late. 그리고 길이 걸리다라는 말은 쓰지 않아요. We don't say 길이 걸리다. We don't say 길이 바뀌다. If you want to say you changed the road, you should say 길을 바꿔서. Because 바꾸다 is a transitive verb. So either way, both are incorrect. 막히다 is the most natural one. 길이 막혀서 there was a traffic congestion, so I was a little late. 여기 있다. How about I didn't change the plan. 계획을 안 blank. 계획을 안 change. 그렇죠. 이번에는 핑님이 빨랐네요. 계획을 안 바꿨어요가 맞습니다. 바꿨어요. 그 다음에 so, 채웠어요 would mean you didn't set the plan. 계획을 안 지켰어요 mean you didn't follow the plan. But here it's changing, so it's 바꾸다. 그 다음에 there you go. How about overseas trip? Overseas trip. How would you say trip abroad? Overseas. I broke down 한자 for you guys during class, remember? 15 지읒? 지읒 모임? 지읒 뭐예요? 오타는 것 같아요. 2번이죠, 그렇죠. 해외 여행. Literally outside the sea, so overseas. 좋습니다. 그다음 근처 means nearby, 바다 means sea. So if you say 바다 여행, it's a trip where you go watch the ocean. It's like a beach trip. Beach trip. My tongue, it's kind of like a tongue twister for me, for non-native English speakers. Beach trip. Anyways, moving on. Number 16. 일단은, can you guys try to understand the question and then select the corresponding answer to that? So I'll stay quiet for a while to give you guys time to do it alone. 오, 장민님 빨랐어요. 네, 장민님 빨랐고. How about rest of you guys? Do you agree with 장민님? 맞아요. 4번 맞습니다. 4번 맞아요. 일단은 시장은 market이란 뜻이었잖아요. 시장 meant market, right? So in the market, 보통, normally, 찾다 means to find. 을 수 없다 means cannot, not able to. So what is the thing that you cannot normally find in the market? So you can find 채소, right? Vegetables. You can find tomatoes. You can find bread. But 수영장? 수영 means swimming and 수영장 means swimming place, so swimming pool. So obviously number 4 is the answer. 그러면 이거는 어떨까요? Can you teach me how to swim? How would you say, can you teach me how to swim? 수영하는 blank 가르쳐 줄 수 있어요? 맞아요. 는 방법. We learned that 는 방법 is a very practical and useful noun phrase to remember, right? 는 방법. 수영하는 방법 가르쳐 줄 수 있어요? 그리고 I forgot to tell you, you can also just say 법 without 방. So either 방법 or 법, both are okay. But I would say in casual sentences, 법 is more often used. But it doesn't cause any trouble, any problem at all to say 방법. Okay? So you can interchangeably use it, but just know that you can also use 법. 그다음에 it costs a lot of money. 돈이 많이 blank. 돈이 많이 생겨요? I wish. 돈이 많이 들어요? or 돈이 많이 걸려요? 그렇죠. 돈이 많이 들어요가 정답입니다. 들어요. Because 걸려요, when it means takes, 걸려요 can only be used with 시간, right? If you say 시간이 걸리다, it takes a lot of 시간. But for the rest of the noun that you want to say take, it takes something, you have to use 들어요. 돈이 많이 들어요, or 노력이 많이 들어요, 시간이 많이 들어요, or what else? We did 노력. What else? Yeah, anything. If it requires something, then you can use 들어요. 그리고 오웬님이 doesn't pop mean law? 맞아요. Pop's primary meaning is law. And pop also means way. method란 뜻도 있습니다. 그리고 오케이. 그 다음에 how about 제 딸에게 새 옷을 사주 blank 옷가게에 갈 거예요. 이것도 여러분에게 시간을 좀 줄게요. I'll give you guys some time. What would be the correct answer? 핑님이 이번엔 좀 빨랐네요. 여기서 딸에게 to my daughter 새 옷, new clothes, 사주다. We learned that it means to buy for someone. 사주 blank. 옷가게에 갈 거예요. So she's going to the boutique. She's going to the clothing shop in order to buy her the clothes, right? That would be the most natural flow. So we have to select the suffix that expresses the intention, which is 러, right? 러. 그리고 려면 is not the answer because 려면 literally means if you intend to. So if you say 딸에게 새 옷을 사주려면, if you intend to buy, if you want to buy new clothes for your daughter, then the following sentence should most likely be an imperative sentence where you tell the mother what to do. Like, go to this clothing store. They have many pretty clothes. Something like that, right? But this is not an imperative sentence. So 려면 sounds very awkward. So it's 러. 그리고 지 말고 we learned that this describes don't do this and instead do the next thing. But 옷을 사주다 and 옷가게에 가다 are related. So 지 말고 doesn't fit here. So it's 러. Our last question. I'm gonna call my mom this evening. Sharing your relatively immediate plan for the future. So what would be the grammatical element that expresses just that? 그렇죠. 이번에는 장민님이 빨랐습니다. 장민님 was quick. 그렇죠. 려고 해요. I'm gonna do it. It's only used for something that you're gonna do in a relatively short amount, relatively soon. That's gonna happen quite soon. 려고 해요. 전화하려고 해요. Okay. 그러면 if we check the result, I'm sure we got 100%. Unless I slipped my finger. Oh, okay. There you go. 다 맞았습니다. 그래서 so I will put the link to this quiz and also this quiz set that consists of the words we learned from question 31 to 42 in the description box. So if you guys would like to do a bit of review of the vocabularies, then go ahead and check it out. All right. 우리는 최고예요. We are the best. 좋아요. I like the confidence. 좋아요. 아주 좋아요. I got 18, careless mistake. Oh, you still did a pretty good job. It's almost 100. So 좋습니다. 그리고 is this MCQs made by yourself or from any books? MCQs가 뭐예요? MCQs? Do you mean reading? Reading test는 I didn't make the reading test. The reading tests are the file the same. You can find the same file that you can download on Topic website. As for this quiz, of course I made it on my own because it's my website. It's not from any book. 그리고 선생님 앞으로 우리 이렇게 퀴즈를 했으면 좋겠어요. 좋아요. Actually, this is not the first time I'm doing this sort of quiz. I actually have been doing, this sort of quiz in many of my previous live classes. So yes, definitely, we will continue to do it. I'm really glad that you liked it, 장미님. 좋아요. Thank you for the active engagement, 장미님. 그리고 multiple choice예요. multiple choice. I made the questions by myself. 좋아요. 그리고 우리도 잘했어요. 여러분 계속하세요. 포기하지 마세요. 할 수 있다고 믿어요. 맞아요. So 탈리아님 is basically telling you guys not to give up and believe that you guys can do it. 그리고 다음에는 토픽 2 할까요? 그럴까요? 좋아요. 네, 토픽 2. 네. 한번 해볼게요. 근데 사실 제가 I have some of the videos that I plan to post on January. So 사실 I'm really not sure when topic 2 live class will come. Hopefully it's next month. But I will do it. 할 거예요. 그리고 please suggest books for me. I am in Korea. 사실 한국어 책 되게 많아요. There are many Korean books that you can find. Talk to Me in Korean books, 다락원 books. There was this, 뭐였지? I forgot the name of the publisher, but there's so many books. 그리고 I'm actually writing one myself as well. 네, it's gonna be published next year. Publishing takes quite some time, it seems. So I can't really share when exactly it's going to be published, but studying with books is also a really good idea because the writer really takes a lot of time, to write a book. So, 좋아요. 그리고 I have a question. May I email you some? 뭔 소리지? sm이 뭐예요? What do you mean by sm? 스핑님? What do you mean by sim? 그리고 토픽 2 연습하면 재밌을 것 같아요. 오케이, 그러면 토픽 2도 한번 가져와 볼게요. 토픽 2도 너무 어렵지 않은 걸로. I will make sure to bring some of the passages from topic 2 test that are not super difficult, right? 한번 해보면 좋을 것 같아요. But still challenging enough because we all want to learn something new. 다음에 I just want to ask, is it really needed to memorize the English word first so that I can understand Korean language? If your mother tongue, if your native language is not English, you don't have to do that. I mean, I do my classes in English because that's the only, foreign language that I'm fluent in. But I think it would be more effective to learn Korean in your own native language if you can't speak English. 그래서 you don't need to, but you don't need to, but that would actually be so cool to study 2 languages together. So I wouldn't say don't do it, but then if it's too hard for you, then I recommend learning it with your own mother tongue. 그리고 샘이라고 쓴 거구나. I thought you had some question regarding the word sim, but okay. You can ask away here, I think, unless it's too private. Yay, topic 2. Okay, so everyone's excited about topic 2. I should definitely do it. 그리고 열심히 탈리아님도 진짜 탈리아님, I think you were on every single live class I've done. So, 네, 너무 좋아요. Thank you so much. While working on a longer post, I encountered some problems with the usage of 을뿐만 아니라 I studied example sentences using 뿐만 아니라, but the sentence ends in only in past, present, past tense. Is it possible to use future tense? 다음에 기회가 있으면 future tense. 네, 좋아요. 제주도에 갈 뿐만 아니라 지역과 음식 체험할 것이다. 그것도 괜찮고요. 근데 사실 the most natural one is 제주도에 갈 뿐만 아니라 기회가 있으면 복전하는 마음에 갈 뿐만 아니라. 그것도 괜찮아요. 네, 이것도 괜찮은데요. 루비나 핑님, your sentence is okay. 네, it's not grammatically ill in any way. 그리고 it's auto-corrected. 맞아요. Since Sam is not, not a proper word in terms of dictionary, right? So that's probably why it's auto-corrected. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, 핑님. I should have, known that it was a typo of some sort. All right. 다음 라이브가 기대돼요. 저도 다음 라이브가 기대돼요, 여러분. 오케이. 그러면 여러분, 오늘 New Year's Eve니까 I hope you guys have, a really great New Year's Eve, and I wish you all a really amazing Happy New Year, and I hope that you guys continue to study Korean with me or with other teachers as well, but in particular with me and continue to improve and ultimately reach your goal of fluency. 네, 여러분 너무 잘해요. A lot of people who are regulars to my live class, I see that you guys are really good already. But no one's perfect, and there's still so many words, infinite amount of words. We still have a long way to go, many words to learn. That's the beauty of language. So let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep learning. Alright. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Okay. Early New Year's wishes for you before I finish this class. 새해 복 많이 받으세요, 여러분. Happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Stay safe. Happy New Year. You have been thank you. Likewise, 핑님, it's such a pleasure to have you as my student. Alright, 언니 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새해 복 많이 받으세요, 제이님. 감사합니다, 여러분. 수업이 정말 즐거웠어요. Thank you, I'm really glad. Okay, 여러분, 그러면 새해 복 많이 받으시고요. 저희는 I will see you guys next year. Wow, that sounds so big. 2024 is coming. Alright. 그러면 여러분, I will end the class here. And Happy New Year once again. And see you next year. Bye bye, 여러분. 안녕.